Consult Asia delivers cutting-edge training to empower people to achieve their maximum potential. Engaged in developing and delivering customized learning and development programs specializing in leadership, business, sales and life coaching. True to its name, Consult Asia works with partners worldwide in Asia, North America, Europe, the United Kingdom and Australia. All from diverse industries: hospitality, tourism, banking, real estate, retail, direct sales, legal, manufacturing, and oil and gas. Consult Asia closely works with partners in their people development and business enhancement programs to achieve their business goals. And the Consult Asia global team is just as world-class. Consultants and facilitators, coaches and mentors are industry experts from distinct backgrounds and cultures. Consult Asia delivers only high-quality training solutions and proactively pursues strategic alliances with global firms and consultants to stay ahead in the industry. Consult Asia Global, the world's preferred training group.
Hello everyone, I'm Tinette Cortes and welcome to my Facebook Live tonight entitled The Voice of Reason. So tonight we're going to be talking about, how you can make sound decisions every day or how to act sensibly every day, especially during these difficult times. And of course, tonight I have a very special co-host. I'd like to introduce my very beautiful daughter, Pi. Pi, come on in.
Hi, hello.
Say hello to everyone.
Hello. Very sleepy.
Well, you're still looking very fresh. And of course, Pi, tonight, you know very well who our guest is because you were just on a Zoom meeting with her earlier. And just to give you a brief background of our special guest tonight, of course, she's a radio DJ, a very bubbly person, very happy person. She's also an events host and she's a voice talent. And you're going to be hearing a lot of samples later on. And of course, the most important role in her life, she is a super mom. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jada. Ano ba yan? Nasiraan ako. Jada Hidalgo Pangan. Hello, Jada. Hi there.
Hello, Tinette. Hi, Pia.
Hello.
Nice to see you again, Pia.
Hi, Tita. Yes, it's nice to see you.
Girls. Thank you so
got,
much for having me.
Oh, thank you, Jada. I got bulol announcing your name kasi
That's okay.
sabi ko pa naman, nako, voice talent ito. Radio DJ ito. So I got kind of nervous introducing my guest. So how are you, Jada? How are you doing?
Well, just like anybody, we're just taking it one day at a time. Sometimes you're happy. Sometimes it's so funny when you introduced me. It's like bubbly, always happy. And I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe.
That's you. You are very bubbly, very you're always like on the go, right? And this is one thing, that really struck me when I first met you several years ago. In our photo shoot. Remember, we had a photo shoot together.
Yeah,
somewhere.
It came out in my memories just a few days ago.
I know, and I saw my photo there with Pi as I don't know how old she was. I think she was about
maybe
12, maybe 12.
Yeah,
so she was very
perhaps.
young. Anyway, Jade, so
Yes.
everybody's excited to learn more about you. Your journey as a radio DJ. Tell us first a little bit about your journey. How did you get into this career?
First of all, I would like to apologize for the dogs barking
That's okay.
Our house
That's okay.
is not soundproof.
Of
It's
course,
it's my
no
neighbor's
worries.
dogs, by the way. Our dog is very well behaved.
No worries. No worries.
Okay, so how did I start?
Yeah.
I started with traffic.com. I was a
Mhm.
traffic reporter. And during that time, one traffic reporter was assigned more than one radio station. Like you
Mhm.
get two. Like during the time, I think I was assigned DWBR, which
Yeah.
is 104.3,
Mhm.
and then K Light, and
Right.
then DWKC. So I
Mhm.
would do the morning traffic report and then the late afternoon, early evening traffic, both rush hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go. Then after that, I auditioned for I auditioned for Jamid 8.3. And
Okay.
then at that time, Jamid 8.3 and Wave 89.1 had one station manager, which was Joe DeMango. Because he's
Mhm.
Australia, I think. Hi, Sir Joe,
Right.
if you're watching. So yeah, so I applied at Jam because I like the music and I listen to them. Unfortunately, there was no vacancy.
Mhm.
Okay, so all their slots were filled up. And
Mhm.
then he said to me if I'd like to join Wave, and I said okay, but when there's an opening at Jam,
Mhm.
is it all right if I transfer?
Right.
Of course, he goes, yeah. So I was with Wave for about 7 or 8 years
Okay. Wow,
before
that's a
there was
long
an opening at
time.
Jam.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, I know that
Yeah,
was
Wave. I loved listening to Wave though. I mean, back in the day, I used to listen to the station, and it was really, really good. So you were very, very young then. I think you were about what, 18 at that time? Were you
maybe
that young?
12. Hindi, joke
Grabe.
lang. No, I I already had
So
a
young.
I already had Isabel then.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I just had her. And then when she turned one, that's when I started with Wave. And then when my second one was born, that's when I
Mhm.
transferred to Jam.
Yeah.
And then a few years back, I joined Republica FM1. So here we are now.
Wow. And of
Yeah,
course, guys, by the way, on Monday, maybe Jada can share that later on. Later
I
na lang.
will.
Later na lang.
Of course, I will.
Sorry,
Will
Jade.
I
I
miss
mean,
this chance? Of course not.
no, but I mean, so ever since you've always wanted to become, a DJ. Was that really part of your plan? I mean, back in university, was that already what you wanted to do? Did you want to be in
No,
media? What?
I really wanted to be a rock star. That
Okay.
didn't fly.
Why not? It's never
Yeah.
too late.
Obviously, it didn't happen. But when I entered college, I thought I wanted to be behind the
Mhm.
scenes, behind the camera like that,
Yeah.
or maybe even advertising, right?
Okay. Right.
But as we were doing our projects, as we were doing our thesis, I realized,
Mhm.
oh my God, mabilis akong tatanda dito. If
Was it
I
stressful? Was it really
if I
stressful?
do right, if I do production,
Mhm.
let's say I went to a network, a TV station, or
Mhm.
joined one of those really big advertising agencies,
Yeah.
walang tulog.
Right.
Walang
Right.
tulog talaga. So I guess
Mm-hmm.
I just chanced upon this. And, I'm extremely lucky to be
Mm-hmm.
doing something that I love.
Right. Right. And of course, Jade's, you're also an events host, right? Yeah, I'm
Yes.
curious, Grave, you're really super. I've seen one of the events that you were an MC in.
You have?
Yeah, this was with LCB, with sila Mr. Luis and
Oh, yeah.
Gigi. I
Ate
think
Gigi.
was it the Toyap or something? I don't remember now, but it was a big
Perhaps.
event. It was a very
Mm.
big event, and you did a great job. So I guess my question to you now
Oh,
is, as an events host, what was the most challenging experience you've had on stage? As in, I'm sure as an events host,
on
minsan, di ba,
stage.
it gets really challenging sometimes. Oh, did you ever have something really difficult that you had to handle at that I mean, because you're right there. You can't edit anything. You can't
No, you can't.
pause anything. You can't just back out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Perhaps the most difficult would be a wardrobe malfunction one.
Oh, really?
Like I wore a tube top one time,
Okay.
and my boobs aren't big. I don't have boobs, so walang kakapitan si tube.
True.
So I kept on doing like that. It was really annoying. It's really
Right.
getting to me.
Mhm.
But that's one. But the other one would be I'd have to mention every
Okay.
time the director or your floor director tells you to stretch. That's
Okay.
always the most challenging
It's
when
very challenging.
when they want to go off script.
And how did you manage to do that? What were you talking about? I mean, how do you think on your feet? I mean, if you were to give some pieces of advice to events hosts like yourself, and they're trying to think on their feet, what tips can you give? I mean, what did you do?
Well, I suppose the thing that I always tell, especially those who want to be DJs in the future, because
Right.
now before when you become a DJ, you're just a DJ, radio DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Now the radio stations have um started to discover events.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the DJs became events hosts eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So what I always tell those who want to be DJs and those who want to be events hosts, just keep on reading.
Yeah.
Read
Right.
anything you can,
Mm-mm.
a book, the newspaper. Nobody reads newspapers anymore, but you have to. Magazines, you have to read magazines so that when you get there, you come prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to be there like at least an hour
Yeah.
so you can, read the crowd
Yeah.
and then know the event, know
Mhm.
the event, know the crowd, so that it's all in the preparation really.
Right.
To be able to wing something like that,
Yeah.
you have to come prepared.
Yeah, because Jada, you know what? The reason why PI is also interested to have this conversation with you is because she leads an organization in her school, and maybe PI you'd like to share with our viewers and with Jada as well. But before we do that, while she's putting her ideas together, I'd like to first say hello to our very good friend Jim Hewling from Atlanta. Hi, Jim. Thanks for watching. Jim is actually an avid viewer of of our weekly Facebook Live. So thanks for watching. Okay, so PI, would you like to share with Tita Jada and of course our viewers what you do, and then maybe Tita Jada can discuss with you, how you can actually improve in terms of public speaking and communication.
Oh.
Okay, so hi Tita.
Hi, PI.
Hi again.
So in school, um, have an organization called Assumption College Model United Nations. So it's MUN Model United Nations org, where we do a lot of public speaking, a lot of speeches related to like diplomacy and global issues and things like that. And it's always been our goal to improve in public speaking and to communicate our ideas well in the global landscape. So yeah.
So what's your question for Tita Jada now?
So Tita, my question is, what makes an effective public speaker? So yeah.
What makes an effective
It's like pang Miss
public
Universe
speaker?
question.
Oo nga eh, no? Parang, good evening, everyone. What makes an effective public speaker?
Mhm.
He or she has to be a voracious reader. He or she must love to read, right? And then, practice makes perfect. I spent my younger years, especially I think when I was in high school, every time I would
Mhm.
give a speech or something present in front of the class,
Mhm.
I would practice in front of the mirror.
Right.
I really would. And it does
And that
help.
helps a lot. It helps a lot.
It helps a
That's
lot.
true. That's
Right?
true.
And mind what you wear.
Mhm.
We don't want your tube tops falling off while you're talking. Yeah, mind what you wear. Also modulate. Because I think there's a certain pitch.
That's interesting.
Yeah, right. Mind your voice. Mind your pitch. If you want, you can record your voice, and then different modulations. And then if there's one that's really good, you have to ask other people's opinions, of course.
Right.
Right? Like whoever's next to you, like which sounds better, this one or this one.
Yeah.
Like that,
How
right?
do you do that though, Jada? How do you modulate your voice? Because it's not that easy. I mean, like sometimes we tend to use our, squeaky voices to talk. So
Yeah.
what's one tip that you can give people? Especially trainers, even like in my industry, training. This is one of the things that we need to really improve on. Like the voice modulation. So what would be your most practical tip for that?
Most practical tip: find the voice that you like on the internet. If let's say you want to sound like Kate Blanchett,
Okay.
you can practice that naman eh.
Right.
We can all be singers. All you have to do is exercise your vocal cords.
Okay.
Yeah, no matter how you think you're off pitch or
Yeah.
you can actually you practice.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
Can
That's
you
how
try
you
to do
modulate
that
your
now? I
voice.
mean, I'm just curious how to do it. Pi, would you like to try to
Sure.
modulate? Because like Pi is like, hi, her voice is so
yeah.
sweet. So
Try mo lang, Pia. Parang ganun.
try mo. Jades, can you give us a sample nga on how you open your shows, your radio shows? I'm just curious.
How I open my radio shows? Wow. Usually there's ginawa na ito kay Nicole. Sandali lang.
Kay Nicole, ang pinag-usapan namin, love life, at saka buhay-buhay. Pupunta tayo dyan mamaya.
Love life. Ang sarap naman. Ang ganda ng love life ni Nicole. Pero, sige. Kasi, si PI kanina pa to hinihingi eh. For example, this is a very...
Radio muna.
This is a very classic... radio muna. This is a very classic radio opening. Let's see. Good afternoon, boys and girls. It's 12 in the high noon, and you're tuned in to Republica FM1. You got Jada keeping you company until 3 o'clock. So send in your requests at FM1PH. So get on. Parang ganon.
How cool is that? Okay, wow. Parang nakakakaba. Nakakakaba ha? I mean, sometimes...
And it also depends on... Yeah.
Diba? It's not that easy. I mean, of course, you've been doing this for years, so it's so easy for you. But, yeah.
I don't think it's easy. It's not.
It's not.
I still get nervous every time you know that moment, that second before I turn on the microphone inside the booth. I still get nervous because you never know it. What if nanalo ko yung laway ko or match na ako or something? And it has happened.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing, but that's life.
But Jades, meron akong isang request sa'yo. But before that, I'd like to say hello again to another friend of mine watching from the UK. Tim. Hi, Tim. He's watching from England. Ayan, tignan mo naman pang foreigners naman talaga yung yung beauty mo, Jades.
Because it's lunchtime eh, di ba?
Huh?
In the UK, it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime. Yeah. So, Jades, sabi niya, there's a lot of echo. I don't know where the echo is coming from. Maybe it's from the other gadget. Naka-mute
Maybe it's from me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But
naka-mute naman.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
All right. So, Jades, PI, okay, do you want to try that? Sample and mga PIs, Tita Jada.
Oh my God. Okay. What do I say?
No, just open any radio show. Kunwari, you're a DJ.
Yeah.
one more. Just one. I'm
No,
sure.
she did it
Sige
na.
Just like, how do you usually open your speeches when you do it in school? Ganun lang. Medyo mas upbeat lang kasi depende sa, like for us, we are a pop station, so you must sound more
Yeah.
lively.
Yeah.
Because for our org, we're like honorable chairs and fellow delegates. But I don't think that applies to the radio station. Okay. So what would you like to try first one?
I already opened tonight's show. I already did. And I messed up with Jada's complete name.
That's all right.
Okay, it said, good morning, and we are back in Magic 80. Wait, that's a different thing.
PI 88.8. How does that sound?
PI 88.8.
Yeah, that's the radio station. Okay.
Can I say anything? Just like,
Yeah, just open it. Because I'm gonna request Tita Jada to do another thing after that.
in front of Jada.
Oh, meron pa isa?
Of course.
Okay. Good morning and welcome back to PI 88.8, and I am your host for tonight, and we will be interviewing Tinette Cortes and Miss Jada Pangan.
Tagalog naman. Jades, have you heard PI?
Not bad.
I'll try Tagalog PI. Tagalog, go. Filipino pala.
That's not part of the plan. Okay.
Oh, there's no plan.
Magandang gabi, bayan. Ako po si Cristina Sofia Cortes de los Reyes, nagbabalita sa TV Patrol. Ngayon po, kasama ko yung dalawang pinatay.
Ano ba?
Pinatay.
Huwag naman pinatay.
Fine.
Sige, okay na yan. Very good. Yay. Okay.
That was good.
Wow.
I'm trying to figure out where the echo's coming from. May echo pa rin ba?
Lynn.
Hi, Tim.
Yeah,
May echo pa
yeah.
rin.
Is there echo? Can you still? Yeah, I think I can't hear it. I can't hear the echo from here. But I think he's
better na.
Yeah, better now.
Yeah, I can't hear the echo anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're good. Okay, James.
Okay.
All right. You.
That was good, PI.
Grabe naman, talagang napaka-morbid naman ng news mo. Pero sige na lang. Anyway, Jada.
Okay na rin yun. Maganda yung delivery.
Yeah nga. Jada, meron kang isa pang talent. You're a voice talent, no? Lumalabas ka sa mga commercials, right? Like, may mga brands na, you're endorsing, you with the use of your voice. Tell us a little bit about your your voice talent stints or yung mga voice commercials mo. How did this start? Matagal na rin.
Tinette, when you go shopping, I'll go with you. When you do your groceries, I'll go with you.
Okay.
If you have Spotify and it's not a premium account, I might be with you as well. But I am the voice inside the Robinsons Supermarket and Robinsons Department Store.
Oh, okay.
Shopwise, Rustan Supermarket, and the Marketplace. And I also voice a few things for Spotify. Not everything, but some of it.
That is so cool. And you've been doing
right?
This,
it is.
Yeah, you've been doing this for the longest time. Have you been doing it for years or? Okay,
yes,
that's good.
I've been doing it for years.
Sample naman. Ayan, yun yung request ko. Sample naman.
Sample naman. Teka, inisip ko eh. Ang iniisip ko lang parang, good day, shoppers. Natawa ako kasi people would text me, friends would text me, especially my co-DJs who know me, who know my voice.
Yeah.
Na pag narinig nila, oh my God, you're here again. So, ganon. Good day, shoppers.
Yeah.
Here are a few reminders. Something like that.
Grabe, dapat ipa-insure mo yung voice mo, ha? Have it insured.
Diba may age limit yun? Meron ba voice insurance? I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
We can
I should
ask
have
for
asked
insurance
a
company.
long time ago.
No, pwede pa naman. It's never too late.
Maybe.
Anyway, Jades, another thing is, well, before we talk about family and your role as a mom, you are also very gifted. You're gifted pagdating sa music. You have musical abilities. You're also very athletic, right? Tell us a little bit about your ano naman, share ka naman. Like, I mean, I know you're into wall climbing and all that.
Hmm.
Please tell us a little bit about it. Because I
Well,
know
a little bit
people, look,
about wall
see, the
climbing and
thing,
hiking.
see, Jade, sorry,
Ve-
huh? But you are well known as a radio DJ, so people
mm.
can hear your voice. I mean, you're always presenting people to the world, you know. And I think this time you deserve naman to, to be, I think your stories need to be heard as well, di ba?
Nah.
Hindi lang puro, the very hip, very cool DJ, but as a person. O sige, so wall climbing, ayan, gusto kong marinig
Thank you
yung
so
story mo.
much, Tinette,
Of
for,
course.
putting me in that light. I really appreciate it.
You're
But wall
welcome.
climbing, not so. My husband and I used to do it when we were in college.
Mhm.
Mountain climbing and wall climbing. He entered the room, but he did a thumbs up. I don't know if it was because he was watching.
Okay.
Mike, if you're watching, is there something you want to tell me? About my hair
Why don't
or
you ask him to,
something?
why don't
If
you
you're
ask him to
watching.
join? Join
What?
you na.
Jo-
Ask him to join
I
you.
No, he's very
No?
shy.
Okay.
Pero baka
Sige.
mamaya pag pumasok siya, I'll ask him to
Sige,
to show
sige.
his
Say
face on
hi.
camera.
Yeah.
Hindi na yan papasok if he's watching. but yeah, my husband and I, that's how we met.
Okay.
We were in the mountaineering club in UST before, and then we'd go wall climbing, and then
Wow.
when we got married, all that
Mm.
activity, syempre, was set aside. Even now, but
Mm.
very recently, I
Mm.
introduced my kids to wall climbing, and they love
Galing.
it. They love it.
Wow.
They're just like monkeys
Yeah.
climbing walls. Do monkeys climb walls? But whatever it is,
Yeah.
whatever animal it is that climbs walls, and they're
Right.
very good at it. They love it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, what I really like doing right now, siguro
Mm.
maybe because it comes with age,
Yeah.
I love doing Pilates more than anything.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Well
but
done.
this pandemic, it
PI, what
stopped
Online
everything.
Yeah, true. PI, what were you
Yeah.
saying?
Tita will join you for online Pilates.
For online Pilates, really?
Are you the
Where?
one
Where do you
teaching,
guys
no? Are you
go?
the one? Are you the one teaching, or
No, no, no.
you're attending
I
classes?
I attend classes.
Mm.
I've been wanting to, to be an instructor, but
Yeah.
that's
Pwedeng
always in the
pwede
back of
yun,
my
Jade.
head. But every time I venture into it, parang I think, can I do the classes pa? Can I attend the classes pa? Because there's a lot
Yeah.
of biology involved.
Well,
Okay.
ano ka ba? You're ano naman, you're very much, what do you call this? You're very much limber and flexible. Sure,
No,
kaya mo
the
yun.
study of the human anatomy, like
Okay.
every
Yeah.
muscle. Oh dear, I
Aaralin mo
don't think.
lahat yun.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
you have to learn all of that.
True.
I'm
True.
like, am I ready for
No.
that?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
No. Okay.
I'll just attend classes.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you were gonna
Yeah.
ask something kanina, Tita Jada. What were you gonna ask?
Oh, that's it, mom. Like to do
Pilates.
Let's know when it's okay na to go out there. Let's all do a Pilates class. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Especially if when you're in the reformer, when you're in the machines, and it
True.
stretches you out, and you also use kasi your own body weight.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's really perfect.
Right.
It's really nice.
Shades, mountaineering. Okay. Again, this is probably one that I didn't know about that. Right. So,
You did it.
what were your, just make konting kwento naman. I mean, okay. So you met your husband there, and then,
Yeah.
so how did you guys meet? Okay, so you met there.
Yeah,
Mas
so we met
interesado kami
there.
doon.
This was in UST.
Okay.
93, I think,
Okay.
way back.
Anong
So
batch ka ba sa UST? Yeah.
I graduated 97.
Okay, all right.
I graduated in 1997, AB Communication Arts.
Okay.
So if you know Bong Osorio, Nikki Salendana, they were
your
my
batchmate?
professors back then.
Oh,
So
akala ko batchmates.
ha?
Sabi ko batchmates, sorry.
Batchmates mo sila?
Professors, hindi. Professors mo pala.
Ako?
I said, sabi ko, batchmates mo.
No, professors ko sila.
Okay, all right. Okay.
No,
Okay.
yeah, we met there. That's how we met. We were the same batch. We were all applicants, ganyan. They were from the engineering department,
Yeah.
and then we were from AB. If you know, UST, engineering is in the other end of the campus, and AB is in the other end of the campus, and the
Okay.
mountaineering Tambayan is somewhere in the field.
Okay.
So somewhere in the middle. So yeah, that's how we met, and then we became friends.
Yeah.
And then we became close eventually, and then mag-boyfriend na kami. Ganyan,
Yeah.
one thing led to another.
Aww.
It actually, the mountaineering, the experience there, it humbles you eh.
Why?
Siyempre, hindi naman ako maarte.
Yeah.
Nung
Anak
bata ako,
nga,
pero
you're such a cool, di ba? Cool ka nga eh.
pero this one's different.
Okay.
The training that they gave us, I don't know if it's the same thing in other universities and in other mountaineering clubs in other universities, but they make you run at 12 in the high noon to train, to prepare for a climb almost every day.
Yeah.
And then when you climb, you have you're supposed to have 4 liters of water in your backpack.
Yeah.
And a lot of things like that. And rain or shine, doesn't matter. For as long as there's a scheduled
So game ka
climb
pag
for the
ganon.
day. Yeah, kahiyan eh. And in the middle of the climb,
Yeah.
I mean, 2 hours walking into it, going up on a mountain. In my head, I keep on thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this again? Why am I doing this again? But when you reach the summit, when you reach the top, you realize why. It's because it's the view, it's the beauty of it's the beauty of the skies, basically.
Yeah.
And I don't have suicidal tendencies, but when I'm up there, I want to jump. I want to jump into the clouds, into the greenery. If
bungee
I knew
jumping
I
na
wasn't
lang.
gonna die, I would do it.
Bungee jumping
But it's
sana,
beautiful
I
kasi.
tried.
What?
Bungee jumping.
I haven't tried that.
Yun.
For some
Yun ang
reason, that
feeling.
scares me.
But you're not scared to jump off from the mountain. Ikaw
I'm not
talaga.
without rope, right?
Oo, mas nakakatakot
Without rope,
yun.
without harness. Yeah, maybe. No,
Okay.
I'll look for it for the
Grabe
bungee
ka.
jump.
See, parang that's one thing, PI, that we didn't know about Jada, right? Imagine that. Would you climb mountains, PI? Would you?
Maybe.
With your high
Would you
heel?
allow her?
Tinette?
Tinette, would you allow her?
I don't know. Kasama ko,
See?
siguro. Sama ko.
That's that's the thing eh. That's what I'm thinking also eh.
Hmm.
Because before, I don't think I even asked for my parents' permission
Yeah.
for climbing. Like, where are you going? I'm already out the house. I'm like, I'll come back tomorrow or something like that.
So have
But
you
with
always
my children? I don't know.
I mean, have you always been adventurous? Have you always been a risk taker? I mean, that's quite that's quite adventurous. I mean, for a young lady in her teens to do that, diba? Says a lot about you. Very brave
maybe
girl.
I don't know if I'm a risk taker, but most of the major decisions that I've made probably were like very risky. Like getting into radio.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
sure.
you're not
I mean,
certain.
You're absolutely right. Kasi you got into radio, mountaineering ka, you're also, very musically inclined. And I mean, I'm sure nag-jam kayo. I mean, do you play the guitar, the piano? I think it's the piano that you play very well, diba? Tama ba? Piano.
Not very well, but I can play. I can play the guitar. Also, just a while ago, my husband and my daughter, they were jamming. They were practicing like a couple of songs. My daughter is in the drums, and then my
Oh, that's
husband
so
is in the guitar.
nice.
Yeah. So I went
Bass
downstairs
ka na
while they
lang.
were jamming, and I was like, oh my God, the neighbors can hear. So I went upstairs. Sabi ko, alam
Oh.
niyo ba rinig kayo ng buong kapitbahay? Or something like that.
But
Because
that's good
naka-amplify
bonding.
eh. There
Wow,
was
that's good bonding.
naka-amplify sila. So I'm like, yeah, the whole neighborhood can hear.
Galing naman. Your daughter plays the drums. Wow. Do you play the
Yeah, she
drums?
does. I tried.
Mm-hmm.
I need to practice more.
Yeah. Pangtanggal ng stress yan, Jada. Pangtanggal ng
Yeah.
stress yan. Well, okay. So we now know, PI, that Tita Jada is an adventurous person. She has a very bold personality, very brave, very cool. But one thing I like about Jada as well is that she is very, again, ito yung pagkakakilala ko sa'yo, very level-headed. Tama ba? Level-headed. Well, let's put realistic, very pragmatic in many ways, right? Hindi ka ma-emo, hindi ka maarte, hindi ka you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? I mean, in that industry, in your industry, sometimes people tend to be more prima donna, you know what I mean? But I find you very, very cool, very, realistic, very grounded. Am I correct?
I have my moments.
Of course, everybody does.
I have my moments.
Yes,
You know,
everybody does.
it takes a lot of, I guess, willpower to decide whether papatulan mo ba to o hindi.
Yeah, true. Kaya
Diba?
nga, yun yung gusto kong itanong sa'yo, Jades, eh. Kasi, di ba, knowing that you're a very adventurous person, very bold personality, I would consider you a risk taker as well. Sa radio station, I'm sure you face different kinds of people. How does that affect you as a mom and as a wife? Yun I think yung pinakamagandang I think pinaka-importanting aspect ng life mo na how do you marry the two, being a radio DJ with all these exposure to everyone, to all kinds of people, and then at home, paano? How does that affect your role?
I think with the family thing, I am just extremely lucky with the man I married. I can't take all the credit. He's a really good partner. Like with the kids, in the house, in general, I'm not the domesticated at all.
Yeah.
I'm not domesticated. Oh my God. I don't like housework. I really don't. Yeah. But him, Mike, my husband, he's a very good cook. He loves to cook. That's the most important thing. He loves what he's doing.
Yeah.
He loves
so
to clean up.
Really?
Yes. He does. Oh my goodness. And then he loves to take care of the kids also.
Yeah.
And in this house, their top priority, of course. But also, when we got into this relationship and into this marriage as husband and wife, we have discussed already that, we will be each other's priorities.
Yeah.
And then I will be my priority, he will be his priority, because otherwise we won't be able, there's nothing to give to each other. And if we have nothing to give each other, we have nothing to give to the kids. Also, of course, I'm very lucky with my parents and my brother. It takes
a village,
whole
community,
village. Yes, a whole country to raise a child. So I'm very lucky in that aspect. With my being a radio DJ, I learned so much from the people that I meet, from the people that I encounter.
And all the stories that you hear as well, right?
Yes, all the stories.
Actually, you interview a lot of people on radio as well, and they share their stories with you. And diba?
That's absolutely correct. And this is and with the people that you meet, this is not the way I want my child to grow up. Oh, this is the way I want my child to be when she's a bit older or something like that. Yeah. And also, since my daughter is now a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
Well, even when she was younger, I
Yeah.
learned so much from her. My kids are
Aw,
teaching me so much. So much.
it's nice.
Sabi ko nga I just brought them out into this world,
Mm-hmm.
but they are their own person. I have
Yeah.
nothing to do with how good they are now as people, how
Mm-hmm.
amazing they are now
Mm-hmm.
as human beings. As I watch them, I have no hand in it. They just came out like that.
Really?
Moral compass pointing
Napaka-
pointing north all the time. That's true.
Aw.
Yeah, yeah. And parang they know their priorities. Parang they know what
Mm-hmm.
they need to do within the day and
Mm-mm.
something like that. Although sometimes, they need to be reminded who the parent is.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Diba?
Okay. So how old's your eldest? I think she's about Sophia's age, right? PI's age.
Yes, she's also 17.
Oh wow. PI.
Mm-hmm.
Same age. Is she as as you, as personable and as people oriented as you, or is she more shy? What's her personality like?
Okay, you know what, Tinette? Um, People think that I'm a people person, and people think I'm very outgoing. And I also
Mhm.
thought I was
Mhm.
outgoing
Okay.
until I got into radio. I
Mm.
realized I'm antisocial. Because you're
Really?
in the booth all by
Okay.
yourself for
Mm-hmm.
3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the best thing in the world. You don't have to socialize. I realized that.
You
And
feel
even
at
with
peace. You
hosting,
feel at peace in there. Yeah.
yeah, and even with hosting, I realized
Mm.
also I'm there and everybody else is here. So I'm very
I can
isolated
relate.
and I'm fine with that.
I can relate.
So, right, right.
I can
But when
relate.
it really comes to, I guess, talking to people, I'm
Mm-hmm.
very, I'm very picky, I
Mm-hmm.
suppose, with the
Yeah.
people. I don't talk to everyone.
Yeah.
And I guess it's, ano ba tawag yan? Self-preservation. Some
Mm,
sort
yeah.
of,
Mm-hmm.
at certain level. So my daughter is also like that. She's
Okay.
not, outgoing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, hindi rin siya magimik or something. I
Kasi
guess when I was younger, I wasn't magimik naman eh.
that's really nakakagulat. Nakakagulat to hear that from you, right, PI? Because we've always known Tita Jada as very outgoing. But you're right. There are people kasi na, yeah, whether singers, di ba si Beyonce na lang di ba? When she's on
Yeah.
stage, she's a performer. But she admits introvert siya. Di ba?
Yeah.
She's shy, you know what I mean? As much as possible after her performance, gusto na lang niyang magtago or something. So I think this is how you
Totoo.
feel as well. I mean, your
Yeah.
job every day demands so much of you, talking and talking and talking. Pero buti na lang, nasa loob ka ng booth. Diba? So, yun yung parang sanctuary mo. Alright.
That's true.
Well, pareho tayo.
Totoo
Introvert
yun.
din ako. Halata naman,
Oh,
diba?
di ba?
But
No,
nobody
Ganun yata.
believes that.
Introvert, I doubt.
Oh, see, nobody
Si PI ayaw
believes.
mag-agree.
Everybody thinks I'm an extrovert, but I really am an introvert. I'm very shy. Oh, di ba?
And you know what? I can sense that from you, Tinette. It's like you keep to yourself.
Yeah, I'm very shy. I am. I just keep talking because it's work. But
Yeah, I totally agree.
when I'm in a party, I'd rather just talk to the person beside me instead of going around and talking to everybody else. You know what I mean? I'd rather
That's
just
true.
be there and have a quality conversation with with the person next to me. Diba? Kaya pag
Yeah, I'm
sinabing,
like that
"Oy,
also.
yeah." So guys, yun lang just so you know, to all my friends who don't know me very well, I'm an introvert. Yeah.
You're not a snob. You're just extremely shy.
Yeah, I am.
I
But
believe in that.
they don't believe. Mga introverts lang ang naniniwala sa akin.
I
PI
believe in
is,
that. I believe in you.
yeah, thank you. PI is very mahinhin. But, PI, she's a super extrovert naman to. She's a people
She is.
person. Yeah. PI, share us a little bit about your yung mga mo. Can you share with Tita Jada? Kasi Tita Jada is going to have you in her, mamaya ko na nga,
Yes.
kayong dalawa na yung nun. But, sige, just tell Tita Jada muna why you're excited about that, her invitation sa'yo.
Yeah.
Excited
She loves
about.
kasi, she loves being out there, right, honey?
I guess
You
I
do.
I'm just honored to be with Tita Jada in like one screen because ever
I'm
since
happy to be in one screen with you.
like I remember when I was much younger, like when I was much younger, I really really love your accent. Like I remember it, like it just
Oh,
stuck in my mind, like for real. Like, super
Yeah. That's
loving to speak. You're very eloquent. And in Filipino, sa
oh,
dami-dami po ng seminars na sinamahan ko with mom. Like, I remember you, Tita, like you're very remarkable because your accent. And the,
I'm so
and
touched.
super
her
Seriously,
personality.
that's because I watched too many TV series. I
I
guess
think
when
I
I was
remember
younger.
you. Yeah, I remember you saying that you were watching a lot of mga TV series. So, yeah, so that's why PI was so excited to be part of this conversation kasi talagang she looks up to you. Ayan. Just so you know, there's one 17-year-old girl who thinks you're amazing. Ayan. Aside from all of
Oh,
your
thank you.
other
And
fans.
you know what? You both, I found you two remarkable as well. That's why every time, like now, I'm doing this podcast for Republic FM1. It's called Young Ones. And it's about, because I notice all the podcasts right now, they're
Mhm.
endorsing products, talking
Yeah,
to really popular people,
right.
featuring these influencers and ambassadors.
Mhm.
I'm like thinking, nobody is asking how the students are,
Yeah,
and they
true.
are they're
Yeah,
the real heroes in
yeah.
this pandemic because
Hmm.
they've been in the house, they didn't go out this whole 8 months or
Yeah,
something, but
right.
they've kept the fort really strong,
Yeah, then,
right?
no?
So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So let's feature these people. Syempre,
Mm-hmm.
your mom, Miss
Aww.
Tinette Cortes, will be my guest on Monday. That's December 7, 10 p.m. at the FM1 Philippines on Facebook and on YouTube, and later on Spotify via Republicast. And we are going to be talking about how moms are coping with online
Mm,
classes because you know what?
right.
I read somebody's Facebook post nga a while ago. Parang, is it just me who's having a hard time?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not the only one. But it seems like nobody's saying anything also
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
from the mom side that
Right.
they're having a hard time. So I'm gonna be interviewing your mom, PI.
Yay!
Yay, on Monday. And then,
Yeah.
and we will
I'm
be
so
with
excited.
Maria Belinda Reyes, buong
Mm.
pangalan talaga,
Yeah.
of the Unapologetic Single Mom Tribe. Yeah,
Right. So
that's happening
there. We're
on
very
Monday. And of course,
excited. Yeah.
PI, yay, will be on the episode after that, like December
Yay!
7.
What will you
Yay,
say to
December
Tita Jada for
21.
inviting you? What will you
pardon.
say to Tita Jada for inviting
Thank
you?
you, Tita. I appreciate it so much.
I appreciate that you're joining me. I'm so happy. I'm so
Just
excited.
please, whatever we can do to support your show, just let us know as well. I mean, if you need people to interview, I mean, I've got lots of friends who may be able to
Yeah.
add value to your show. So, and before we end our conversation tonight, of course, I'm going to ask you to invite everybody, to your daily or weekly or whatever. May concert ka ba? May teleserye ka ba? Invite
Uh-uh.
everybody. But before we do that, we'd like to say hello to Miss Elma Antonano. Hello, Miss Elma. Thank you for watching. And of course, you also have Joanna Sola. Joanna Sola. Is she your batchmate, PI, in Assumption?
Who, ma'am?
Oh, si PI, oh. Is it Joanna?
Joanna,
Here,
no.
oh, she says hi, PI.
Aw.
I think that's Joanne from Crossroads.
Oh, okay. All right. Hi,
Oh.
Joanne. Hello. PI.
Hi.
PI. And of course, our very dear Donna May. Hi, Donna. Hi, Tinette and PI. So, Donna is also with Consult Asia. She's one of
Hi.
our directors. Ayan. So, Donna, thanks for watching. We were just in a Zoom call this afternoon. So, see, Jada here is sharing her, her stories of adventure, yung mga adventures niya, being bold. But again, I think Jade, siguro one question that I've really been wanting to ask you is, how do you stay cool as a mom, with your kids? You've
Wow.
got teenagers. How do you handle, especially now? I mean, these days, diba? Sabi mo nga,
Mm.
not everybody's coping very well. I mean, we get anxieties, we get,
Yes.
stresses here and there. How are you coping?
I had my days.
Mm-hmm.
Not just during the pandemic, but all throughout life.
Yeah.
That you don't want to get up in the morning. You don't want to get out of bed because you're just feeling really bad. Like I said, my kids are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I just, when my daughter, most
Mm-hmm.
especially Isabel. Hi, Isabel, if you're watching, I love you.
Aww.
She
So
can sense
mm-hmm.
if I'm in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
mom, is it the time of the month?
But yeah.
Mom, why is your face like that? Or
Mm-hmm.
like, nag-away ba kayo ni dad? Why
Yeah,
ganon?
yeah,
She,
yeah.
yeah, she asks you how you are. With
Aww.
my son naman, I think he was about 4 or 5 years old, and I was
Mm-hmm.
really having a bad day. I was really having a bad day. So I was giving him a bath, and then as I was drying him up, you know what? He hugged me,
Grabe, no?
and then he said,
Nasa
"Oh,"
sense na.
and then said, "It's gonna be okay, mommy." Yeah, they can
Aww.
sense it.
That's so
Yeah, yeah,
sweet.
that's why these kids are really,
Mm-hmm.
really wonderful. I guess, um, how do I cope?
Yeah,
You just have to accept
yeah.
that today is a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
True.
guess the first step is acceptance. And then the second step would be, so what are you going to do about it? What
Mm-hmm.
is your choice? Are
Mm-hmm.
you going to swim in it
Mm.
for a while?
Yeah.
Are you are you going to sink in it for a
Yeah.
while?
Mm-hmm.
But make sure that you come out of it. You
Right.
make sure that you come out of the waters. No
Mm-hmm.
matter how long, no matter how deep you get, for as
Mm-hmm.
long as you know you're
Yeah.
gonna come up for air eventually,
Mm-hmm.
because people need you.
That's so important.
That's what you have to keep in your head. Like, people need you, and sometimes also there are days when I count my blessings. It's not
Mhm.
every day. It's not every time.
Yeah.
When you have anxiety, when you're having a
True.
bad day, it's not every time that you want to count your blessings
Mm-hmm.
because
True.
right.
You're not feeling well.
Okay,
Di ba?
really, I'm not feeling well.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
True.
why am I gonna count my blessings? But there are days that you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a matter of choice.
Yeah.
I remember one of my high school friends posted on Facebook our
Mm-mm.
photo, and then she tagged me, and then she said something like,
Mm-hmm.
I I am the only person that she knows that who's genuinely happy with
Yeah.
her life, me
Mm-mm.
daw.
Oo
And I'm
nga.
like,
That's true.
and I told her, thank you for, for that point of view, for
Mm-mm.
seeing me in that way. But I honestly believe that happiness is a choice that you make not just every day, but
Yeah.
every single hour of your life.
That's true. And where do you get your strength from? I mean, how do you think that way? Kasi nga, di ba, like I said nga, ikaw, you're the voice of reason. You're able to influence people around you with your positivity, with your being realistic and grounded and pragmatic. And I think this is one thing that people need these days, Jada. A lot of people
Hmm.
are so addicted to overthinking. People tend to
Yes,
think of the past, and this is how they get depressed. And when they keep thinking of the future, that's how they become anxious.
that's right.
The way I know you, you're just so in the present. You know what I mean? You're always cool. Again, I don't stay in your house, right? But at least in those moments that we have, conversed and chatted, you're just so grounded. So how do you do this? I think this is something that people can really learn from you as the voice of reason?
Nah. You know what? Like I said, I like to read when newspapers and magazines went out of style because of the internet. I Google everything. Like Google is my best friend.
Yeah.
So if I'm feeling anxious,
Mm-hmm.
like before, I would Google, a lot of things like, okay, where is this coming from? Is this coming from my diet? Is it coming from?
Mm-hmm.
So there are things that I do like. Okay, now my latest discovery. Can I just share?
Yeah, go.
It's downstairs. The Daily Stoic by
Okay.
Ryan Holiday.
Wait. I'll take note of
Okay.
that. The Daily Stoic.
Yes,
Okay.
The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday.
Holiday. All
They
right.
still have it in fully booked.
Okay.
I think they have like 1 or 2 copies pa.
Okay.
And this discusses the philosophy of the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius,
Right.
and the like. But the way this one's written,
Mm-hmm.
there's like one phrase
Mm-hmm.
a day,
Yeah.
and that's why it's called the Daily Stoic.
Yeah.
And then every month there's a theme.
Yeah.
I think last month November was Amor Fati, and this one is about mortality. So every day they remind you this for this December, which is very apt. It's the last month of the year every year.
Yeah.
By the way, it talks about your mortality. So how it's a cliche, diba? Na
Yeah.
live every day as if it were your last. But really,
It's
live every day as if it were your last. And last month it was detachment. So I guess it prepares you for that.
That's so
You
nice.
detach yourself from everything, even from the people you love, like your husband, your children, your parents, your friends.
Yeah.
And for this one, it's like the material things.
Mm-hmm.
Be ready to lose everything in an instant, which happened to us, somewhat this year, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's why you're able to
God.
adjust easily kasi nga you have that mindset na huwag masyadong ma-attach, no?
Wag mo siya. No, hindi. I get to attach. And when I lose something, like let's say something, basta something, I crumble.
Okay.
I'm not made of steel. I'm not Superman.
Talaga?
Supergirl.
Super
I
mom ka
crumble.
nga eh.
Oh my God. I cry a lot. I guess it helps. I'm such a crybaby.
Okay.
I'm such a crybaby. I cry over the littlest things.
Mm-hmm.
And I allow myself to mourn.
Okay. So you have a very good relationship with yourself. I think this is how I will assess. Wow, naging psychologist, naging counseling. No, but
Naging counselor. Yeah, kasi PI wants to take up psychology.
Yes.
In
She's gonna be a psychologist in the future and an entrepreneur
Yes.
as well. But Jade, I think you're right. I think that's how I can explain it. No, you're very much in touch with your own emotions and thoughts, and I'm not saying that you don't get anxious because I think everybody does, right?
I
Everybody
do. I
gets
get anxious all the time.
But the difference is the response that you make, diba? Your response to stress or anxiety is very different from how others would probably respond to stress and anxiety. Some would probably be more parang they're just gonna give in and like allow anxiety to take control of their lives. You know what I mean? Ikaw parang, hindi sige, bibili ako ng libro, magbabasa ako, di ba? Parang ganyan. Or, di ba, I'll cry. And
or mag-Google ako.
My emotions. Google ka. So this is important. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, it's so important to, again, I can only say this. If Jada's doing it, if she can do it, you can do it too. Diba? Hindi naman kailangan lagi nagmumukmok. Of course, it's okay na magmukmok. But ako,
paminsan-minsan.
And Jada, ako naniniwala ko, it's okay na magmukmok. Bigyan mo lang ng deadline. Kasi kung everyday ka nagmumukmok na walang deadline, it's gonna be part of your lifestyle na. Na kailangan magmukmok
Totoo.
every day, di ba?
It's gonna be a habit.
A habit, exactly. So we have to be very careful.
And
Okay, so
also,
yan.
you know what? I think I'm not saying this as a, but of course, we've perceived
Mm-hmm.
these things as bad. But now I don't think, well, actually, ever since bata pa ako, hindi ko naisip na masama to eh. Na
Mm-hmm.
yung vain ka,
Mm-hmm.
na medyo self-centered ka, hindi pala medyo
Mm-hmm.
self-centered, selfish, because you have to build yourself
Yeah, true.
first. You have to build
True.
yourself first. You have to build your strength.
Yeah.
And with that, that's how you can go out in the world and share what you have. Because
Exactly.
otherwise, if you go out there and you're a weak part of society,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
what's gonna happen to you? The world is gonna eat you alive.
Exactly. No, you're
Right.
right, no? You can't pour from an empty cup. Di ba?
That's true.
Yun
So you
lagi
have to build
sinasabi
yourself
nila.
first. If you have to
Mhm.
be vain,
Yeah.
if you have to be self-centered, if you have to be
Mhm.
selfish, but
Mhm.
pero yun nga, like what you said, Tinette, palaging
Mhm.
may hangganan.
Exactly.
There's
True.
always a
True.
deadline.
True. True. Wow, Jades, thank you for that. I mean, guys, see
Thank
the
you.
DJ that you've been listening to all these years, akala natin puro lang siya, shows. But yeah, she has a life. She has lessons. Siguro,
I
Jades, before we,
do.
we close our conversation for tonight, what was the biggest lesson you've ever learned in your life? What was the most painful and biggest lesson that you've learned? And how has that transformed you as a person? Ayan, siguro that's one good question na, probably a lot of your fans would probably be wanting to hear as well about you. Di ba? Akala nila kasi, Jada, sobrang perfect, happily married, good family, successful
No.
career. What was the most painful lesson that you've learned in life?
The most painful, and it is still painful because
Mm-hmm.
for as long as you live, or for as long as you're alive, you'll meet people.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that what I realized, or hindi pala siya realization. This is my belief, and this is
Mm-hmm.
painful.
Yeah.
I don't actually buy into that. People can change, and in that saying that people can change.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that, but I do believe that they will eventually become a more magnified version of what they really are.
That's so true. That's so
Yeah,
true.
yeah. So
True.
people don't change. So if right
True.
now you're dealing with an extremely empathic person,
Mm-hmm.
she's always been empathic.
Yeah.
She's never changed.
Yeah.
It's just that it's just now that it's coming out.
It's magnified.
Yeah.
It's amplified.
It's magnified
It's
now. Yeah, it's
exaggerated.
magnified
It's
now.
emphasized. Yeah, that's so true.
That's painful.
Wow. Yeah, but so people can't change, but they can probably adjust, in certain situations. Let's say you
In
were
certain
born
situations.
selfish, you were born arrogant, and now
Mhm.
it's magnified, so you're super arrogant. But perhaps this person can at least adjust and become more humble and more grounded in this particular situation, something like that. But
Hopefully, eventually, right?
eventually, but as you said, default niya arrogant siya. So that's gonna be the normal mental makeup or personality of that person.
And
Thank
that's
you
a painful to take with
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much.
Jades, thank you so much. We enjoyed this conversation with you. Kasi, di ba nga, lagi ka nga nasa radio lang. So, I think it's very,
Yeah.
very nice na people can see your beautiful face and listen to your beautiful stories and, of course, the life lessons that you've shared with us tonight and how to just be cool with life and how to make sound decisions, I think our brains are our best friends, di ba? Importante. We just always consult the brain,
Yeah.
di ba? Brain muna before
And
the heart. Yeah, siguro yung heart after the brain. Tama ba? I'm not
Yeah.
an expert, but in my case, I've allowed my heart to, kasi before to take control, which is, sometimes it's not
Which
very
is okay.
good. It's okay, yeah, it's okay. Sometimes, yeah. Sabi nga nila, would you rather be kind or be right? Depends, right? It depends.
Totoo. Depends.
If masasacrifice yung integrity or yung, good things, then of course go for what's right, 'di ba?
Yes, that's right.
Pero kung compassion na ang kailangan ng situation, then of course go for
Heart.
being kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, ang lalim naman nun. Ang lalim ng conversation.
Grabe, no? Oo, tapos mamaya makikinig ako ng BTS. Or something like
So,
that.
Jade, any big message for our viewers tonight? Any big message? Any, anything else you'd like to promote or announce? Just please feel free.
Well, first of all, thank you for hanging out with us all these minutes. 1 hour na yata. I can see the timestamp. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And guys, keep on watching Tinette and PI on this Facebook Live platform. Keep on doing this, and please tell all your friends about it, because they are doing the world so much good, by presenting this show to you. And of course, don't forget, Tinette will be on Young Ones at FM1 Philippines on Facebook and YouTube, and will be cast on Spotify. And PI will be there on the 21st, December 21. Yay! A few days before Christmas. You're like my Christmas. You're like my Christmas episode.
Much.
So, yeah. Thank you. So tell your friends about it. And of course, keep on listening to 87.5 on the dial. If you're tuned in on your radio via your car when you're driving out there, and download the Radio Nation app. Click on FMO Manila. We're right there too. And of course, check out pbs-fm.com. You can listen to us via that as well. And okay, sige, social media, fine.
Yeah, go give them
social media.
Give them all your social media accounts as well.
Underscore at Jada on Twitter and Instagram. That's it.
Yay! Thanks so much,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I wish you the best. Enjoy your weekend with your family, and I'll see you again very soon. I'm looking forward to Monday.
Very soon.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, Tinette and PI.
Thank you.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend, Jada. Okay, bye. PI, stay in the studio. Bye, Jada. Thanks so much. Thank you, guys. And to everyone, guys, thank you so much. So there you have it. We've had Miss Jada Pangan with us. And PI, would you like to say anything before we close our show for tonight?
Thank you for watching and supporting, and happy weekend.
All right. And on my end, ladies and gentlemen, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us tonight. And please do not forget to follow us on Facebook, Tinette Cortes, and visit our website, www.consultasiaglobal.com. So with that, thank you so much and have a great weekend. Bye.